Next up on my Steam library, I'm playing Oxenfree. Oxenfree is a supernatural story adventure game. It's set on a little island. You are one of a group of teenagers who's come to this island for a little beach party, and very soon after the game starts, it throws you into sort of a supernatural mystery. And as the game progresses, it throws in a little time travel to the mix as well. It's presented in a flat 2D side-scrolling style, with its very own sort of distinctive art style and animation. It looks all mostly like hand-drawn, handcrafted animations. It's very, very nice looking, and it's got a really nice soundtrack going on. Nice bit of nice music in the background too. But it's really the dialogue that sets this game out. It's very much a narrative, story-driven game. The voice acting is top-notch voice acting. The characters are really natural, and the story is very compelling and quite immersive. Dialogue choices you choose, they really matter in the end of the game. It's very much along the same lines of Telltale Games adventures like The Walking Dead or The Wolf Among Us. Your choices make a big difference to the other characters in your interactions with them. And when you select your dialogue choices, they appear as speech bubbles over your character's head, and you have to click what one you want to use, and you only get to, they sort of fade out, so you can say nothing if you want, but every time you do, the conversations all feel really natural. Your dialogue options get enacted inserted into the conversation in a very natural way, up to the point where if you click on an option while someone else is talking, you will actually interrupt them, and quite often you can be in an argument and you can start like talking over someone or just telling someone to shut up while they're in mid-sentence. It's all really well presented and really well acted. That's definitely one of the game's biggest strengths. There's some very light puzzling. It doesn't really take much to figure out. You really only have one means of solving puzzles, which you'll find quite quickly in the game, and you just use that as any to get through any obstacles that you can't get through normally. It's very much a game designed to be played as a story, and as very much like a Telltale's game. It's your story, it's your narrative, and the choices you make that present themselves at the end that really matter. I found all the characters like really engaging, and I really like the art style. So I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this to anyone who likes sort of a good story and choices matter game. If you like the Telltale's games, The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, this will be right up your alley as well. Its asking price is $14.99, which might be a little bit too much. Not well too much, but maybe more like 10 quid would be probably more likely. So if you see it in a sale for like 33% off, then that's definitely a good price for it. I finished it in one sitting in like 3.5 hours, and there is more to do if I want to go back to it. I could have done more before finishing it as well. There are other extras to go and look for, extra story elements to find, and the way the game finishes is definitely trying to tempt you or suggesting to you to play it through again. So I think it probably definitely warrants a second playthrough after you've played it through the first time, and I might go back and do that, but the game's definitely suggesting that that's what you do. So there's probably more content there. I see like a lot of the other Steam reviews for it, people have got like upwards of 20 hours played on it, so lots of people have gone through it definitely more than once, and it probably deserves to be done. So that's something to think about when you're judging the value of it. So that's Oxenfree, a very good story, very good, very well voice acted supernatural adventure game.